like and subscribe. Now let's get straight to it. I'm glad you took affirmative action. I'm glad the Supreme Court took it. Take Section 8, take welfare, take all that crap. In the 1920s, we had 140 black banks and Black Wall Street. We had cities and towns that outdid Caucasian cities and towns, and you got jealous and you bombed them. And you bombed them. And we did all of that without your affirmative action. See, understand something. Lies don't change reality. Lies don't change reality. All we need you to do is leave us alone. And we will dominate this thing, and you know it. We always dominate this thing. Always. Let me tell you something. You got this ridiculous saying out that the cream always rises to the top. No, it doesn't. You put cream in coffee and it weakens the coffee. If you put cream in coffee, it weakens the coffee. It doesn't rise to the top. Cut it out. You're fooling yourself. It's a delusion. And I'm going to tell you something. Lies don't change reality. Lies don't change reality. And when you deny reality, you live in an illusion. And that's where you all live. You live in an illusion, and you know you live in an illusion. You know you live in an illusion. So you ain't fooling nobody. Guess what? You came and got black athletes to play in college. You came and got black athletes to play in the pros. You came and got us. We didn't ask to go there. We had our own Negro baseball league, and it was exciting and fun to watch. And guess who came? You came uninvited. You came uninvited. We didn't ask to be on your American bandstand. You dance funny to us. You dance funny. But you invited yourself to Motown. You invited yourself to Motown. We didn't invite you. We didn't ask you to come. You invite yourself to everything we do. You wanted to win college football games, so you got black athletes to play in those games. You wanted to win in professional sports. So what did you do? You came and got black athletes. We didn't volunteer. We had our own thing going. You say that we're stupid, but you follow us around. You say we're stupid, but you follow us around. As if you're doing us a favor. All affirmative action does is weakens the coffee. You see, we were happy to be segregated. We were happy being segregated. But when you destroyed our towns and cities, then you forced integration upon us. You forced us into this situation. And you still follow us around. For instance, you got Mike Tyson. Then you get this Mexican guy, and he says he's the Mexican Mike Tyson. No, he's not. You get a white guy that can play basketball. He's the Caucasian Michael Jordan. Everything we want to, everything we are, you want to be. You don't hear, you don't hear any black person saying, I'm the, I'm the black white person. You know, you will never hear a black person say, I am the black white person. Cream weakens the coffee. I don't want to stray from the point, but I want to make this point. We didn't need affirmative action in the 1920s. We didn't need welfare. We didn't need Section 8 housing. All we needed was for Caucasians to leave us, the HELL, alone. We had our HBCUs would beat the living daylight out of any of your white colleges, academically as well as physically in sports. I mean, for us to be so stupid, we had a black president, Obama. Eisenhower was the first black president because his mother was a black woman. So, and if Asians are so smart, where are your Asian presidents? You haven't had any Asian presidents. Haven't had any Mexican presidents running around talking about. Then you got this Mexican comedian, and he is a comedian, and the biggest joke he's told was Mexicans built America. And the only reason why they were invited into America during World War I was to pick fruit. And picking fruit is not building the country. You see, to build, African Americans built this country, not just on plantations. Benjamin Banneker engineered and designed Washington, D.C. Lawrence Latimer created the light bulb that we use today. And he also created the telephone. But see, the problem was this. He was integrated into white society. So Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Edison got credit for our inventions. Asians didn't invent that. We invented the cell phone. We invented the home computer. Asians didn't do it. Mexicans didn't do it. They didn't stop picking fruit and then invent a computer or the cell phone. A young woman out of high school, black girl, she answered a mathematic question that has been confusing white mathematicians for decades. She was black. Guess what? Take your affirmative action. Take everything that you've given us so that we can be, because when you take these things, then we will be segregated. See, quiet is kept. Integration was forced on us. I mean, we didn't mind we wanted to be segregated. I mean, why would we want to hang around our colonizers and the people who have made a living off of us? The only thing that happens with integration is you steal our patents. You steal our patents and you steal our ideas. A black kid gets a scholarship to college, And then whatever ideas he has belong to the person who pays for his scholarship. The algorithm for the Ubers, for that created Ubers, a young black man invented that. And all he got was what, a paycheck for it? He didn't get the patent for it. You see, take all that crap. Take it. Take it. The only thing we want is reparations. All we want is reparations. I mean, face it. LeBron James in a ghetto, no chance to do anything, surrounded by drugs and everything. One of the richest basketball players in the world. Floyd Mayweather, money on drugs. Father ends up in jail. The most successful prize fighter in the history of humanity. We don't need nothing from you. All we need you to do is leave us alone and give us an even playing field. Leave us alone, give us an even playing field, and tell the white supremacists, guess what? Give us a state, give us 2 states, and you can keep the rest. And then leave us alone. And the simple fact of the matter is, you're scared to pay reparations because half of us would leave. You pay us reparations, half of us would leave. And wherever the bulk of us landed, that country would take off. Because we gave the United States its swag. The United States is known for music and dance. And who is the heart and soul of music and dance in the United States? We are. But you messed our music up. You messed our music up because you will only play that gangster rap crap. And so our social music, you wouldn't play that. And a lot of those social artists, you murdered. And as far as I'm concerned, Samuels, Kevin Samuels, he was putting black people back on the map. He was rebuilding our family, so you took him out. Now Kevin Samuels was strictly for black people, but guess what? Caucasians started calling in. Caucasians started calling Kevin Samuels. He was happy just talking to black people. In fact, he was kind of surprised when white people started calling in. Let me explain something. The cream does not rise to the top. It weakens the coffee. And you always watching what we do because you're jealous. You are jealous of us. And let me tell you something. Lies don't change reality. Your lies do not change reality. Because if a person is better than you, lying and saying that he is not better than you is not going to change the reality that he's better than you. All your lies is not going to change the fact that I am better than you. Look, you got Clarence Thomas on the Supreme Court. And let me tell you something. I ain't mad at Clarence Thomas because he's a black man. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, he is a black man on the Supreme Court. Ketanji Brown, she's a sellout. But at the end of the day, I got no problems with it because she's a black woman on the Supreme Court. You got a black man and a black woman on the Supreme Court where you could have had a white supremacist on the Supreme Court. So how the heck did they get there? Because they're smart. Even if they sellouts, they're smart. And if you ever do anything wrong to them and put them down, they can always come crawling back to the black community. We'll we'll take them in. We'll take them back. We got a place for Clarence Thomas, Ketanji Brown. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I was gonna say ASS. Stephen. We'll take his sorry butt back. We'll take that sorry ass Shaq back. We'll take that sorry Barkley back. We'll take them back. They're one of us. Even though they're sellout, they're on TV. So hey, you watching them? I don't watch them, but you watching them. Say what the heck? The minute you start dogging them out, they got a place. They got a place home. They have a home. They still have a home because hey, why don't you? Why don't you have white people doing what they're doing? You could, but you got them there because you need them there. You got them there because you need them there. And if you had anybody else there, nobody would be watching it. Stephen A. Smith, he's a sellout, but we'll take him back. We'll take him back, no problem. When you get finished using him up, you take him back. God works in mysterious ways. Obama, sell out. But at the end of the day, he's still the black president. So what the heck? Sometimes you just have to play the cards that's dealt to you. Oprah Winfrey, sell out. We take her back. When you get finished using her, we'll take her back. She's black. We'll take her back. But you got to give her credit for getting where she got. No white woman could have done what she did. We'll take all the sellouts back when you get finished using them. They'll, as long as they learn their lesson, it's all good. But I just want to say this. Lies don't change reality. Lies don't change reality. In the 1920s, we outdid you without affirmative action, without welfare, without public housing. And public housing with nothing but a trap projects. But even out of those projects that you put drugs in, we still did our thing. We still did our thing. And guess what? You can take all your stuff back and we're going to still do our thing because lies don't change reality. We are who we are and we're going to do what we're going to do. And if we leave here, you will miss us before we miss you. Lies don't change reality. And if we leave here, you will miss us before we miss you. Because you've always needed us. We give this country its swag. We give music, the music industry is swag. Dance industry is swag. Science, we give it it gets its swag from us. We create everything. We make everything. Lies don't change reality. And if we leave here, you will miss us before we miss you. You know it, and I know it too. Like and subscribe, and catch you all later. Easy. God bless.